Hello and welcome everyone to the channel Biology Explained. Today in this video, we are going to have a question paper discussion of CPET Zoology Entrance Examination of the year 2022. So this is the part 2 of this video, and in this video, we are going to have a detailed discussion from question number 36 to question number 70. So without any delay, let's start solving. Question number 36. The interaction in which an individual gives up or sacrifices some of its own reproductive potential to benefit other individual is called. So in this particular question, you can see a helping behavior, and whenever there is a sort of helping behavior, always remember the right answer for this will be, that is D, altruism. Altruism means helping type of behavior. Agonistic means aggressive behavior, showing anger, aggression. Okay, territory, that is a common behavior you must have observed, that animals don't allow other animals to enter into their territory. Like, this is something very common you must have observed in dogs. Dogs usually urinate or defecate in their territory, and this is a sign to prevent other dogs from entering into their territory. So, right answer for this question will be D, that is altruism behavior. Okay, next question number 37. 1, 2, 3. A biological cycle or rhythm that is approximately 24 hours long is called option number B, that is circadian rhythm. Okay, circadian rhythm is 24 hours long, and this is also called sleep wake cycle. Sleep wake cycle. Other rhythms, I'm giving a brief explanation about rest of the rhythms also. They can be asked in future. Okay, so keep an eye on these. Circadian rhythm, that is sleep wake cycle, it is approximately 24 hours. Circannual rhythm, that is approximately once in a year. Breeding seasons of animals like dogs, cats, you must have observed, that is example of circannual rhythm. Infraradian rhythm, that is longer than a day. For example, monthly cycle of menstruation can be example of infraradian rhythm. Ultraradian rhythm, that is more than once in a day, more than once in 24 hours. For example, blinking of eyes. Okay, blinking of eyes, we blink multiple times, right? Heart rate, okay, pulse rate, heartbeat, these are example of our ultraradian rhythm. Next, question number 38. EDTA prevents cell adhesion by binding to ions of. What is EDTA? EDTA is a chelating agent. Okay, this is a chelating agent. And its full form is ethylene diamine tetraacetate. So it can bind to ions, but the particular question is asking about cell adhesion. And whenever there is a context of cell adhesion, it will be obviously calcium ion. So calcium ion helps in cell adhesion. So EDTA is preventing cell adhesion by binding to which ions? Option number D, that is calcium ion. Although EDTA can also bind with magnesium ion, but the particular question is asking about cell adhesion. So we have to be careful, and the right answer of this question will be option number D, that is calcium. Next, question number 39. The process of de-differentiation in cell culture can give rise to. So what is de-differentiation? When a differentiated cell, let's say a particular cell of brain, suppose. Okay, a brain cell will always give rise to a brain cell only. So this type of cells are called differentiated. They have their fate fixed. They have fixed fate. Okay, fate is fixed. When a de-differentiation, what is de-differentiation then? What happens in de-differentiation? When a differentiated cell behaves like undifferentiated cells. Okay, undifferentiated cells means, suppose a cell becomes undifferentiated, then it has the capability to give rise to any type of cells. For example, this brain cell, when it was differentiated, it can give rise to only brain cell. But if it becomes undifferentiated, this brain cell can give rise to your kidney cells, skin cells, hair cells, any type of cells. So this is called de-differentiation. I hope the concept of de-differentiation is clear. So what happens? The process of de-differentiation in cell culture can give rise to option number A will be the right answer. That is induced pluripotent cell. What is pluripotency? Pluripotency is when a cell is able to give rise to many type of cells. It is called pluripotent. For example, zygote cell. You know, say from a single cell zygote, all other type of cells have arisen, like from the zygote only brain cells, kidney cells, skin cells, nerve cells, everything has arisen. So this type of feature in which a cell can give rise to multiple type of cells, this type of stem cells are called pluripotent cells. So right answer for this will be option number A. Next, question number 40. In which type of signaling the cell that expresses messenger molecules also produces receptor? Okay, the cell itself is producing messenger molecule and the cell itself is producing receptor molecules as well. So obviously the right answer for this will be option number A, that is autocrine. Means it is giving signal itself and it is also receiving the signals by its own. Paracrine means when the signals are perceived to the nearby cell. Endocrine means the signal secreted by a cells are going through the bloodstream and traveling to other parts of the body. Okay. Next, question number 41. Steroids are derived from, okay, option number A, that is an estrogen. Okay, steroids are no, estrogen is itself a steroid hormone. So option A will be incorrect. Option number B, cholesterol. Yes, steroids are derived from cholesterol. And remember, the steroid hormones are estrogen, progesterone, testosterone. These are example of your steroid hormones. Question number 42. Seminal plasma in human males is rich in option A, fructose and calcium. Of course, this will be the right answer. Fructose serves as the source of energy for the moving sperm. Okay, it serves as the source of energy, and calcium helps in the motility. Okay, it helps in the motility and the acrosome reaction and other functions of the sperm. So fructose and calcium are necessary. Next, question number 43. Which of the following is not an accessory respiratory organs in fishes? Okay, the question is asking about accessory respiratory organs. Options are pectoral fin, pelvic fin, skin and integument, gut epithelium. Obviously, skin and integument is an accessory respiratory organ. The question is asking not an accessory respiratory organ. Next, gut epithelium can also act as accessory respiratory organ. But what about these fins? We have never encountered a case where we have seen that fins will act as respiratory organ. So, but what happens? Pectoral fin in case of larval fishes can act up to some extent for the diffusion of oxygen. So pectoral fins in rare exceptional case can act as accessory respiratory organs. So the right answer for this will be pelvic fin. This question was confusing because fins never act as respiratory organs, but pectoral fin is a rare exception, remember. Next, question number 44. The process of old crust being pulled down and remelted is called, okay, the old crust is being pulled down and remelted. This process is called subduction. What is subduction? Here you can see in the image, this is the crust. Okay, earth has three layers. Okay, the outermost layer is called crust. This layer is called crust. Inner to it is present mantle, and inner to the mantle, third layer, this is core. Three layers are present in earth. So what happens in this particular subduction case? The crust layer is, what is happening to crust layer? It is being dragged and pulled down to the mantle layer. So this process is called subduction. Another term you must remember, seafloor spreading. Okay, what happens in seafloor spreading? Due to volcanic activity under the sea, what happens? The seafloor spreads. Okay, so this process is called seafloor spreading. Question number 45. Wegener's evidence for his theory of continental drift has no evidence. No, it has evidence. Recognize that plants and animals fossils beside rock layers matched on the two continents of Africa and South America. Yes, this is correct. Believed continents move. He believed, but he directly never mentioned, and obviously option B is present. So I think option B will be the more appropriate answer for this. None of the above? No, this is not the case. Option number B will be the right answer. Question number 46. Approximately what percentage of world's bird species migrate? This is a factual question. So right answer for this will be 40%. Question number 47. When using tracking devices, a rule of thumb, what percentage of bird's body mass should the device weigh? Okay, it should be always less than 5%. Okay, it should be less than 5%. Let's see the option. Option A 42%, never. Option B 3%. Yes, this can be correct. Option C 10%, no. Option D, no. So the right answer for this will be option B, that is 3%. Question number 48. Which of the following reactions is catalyzed by lyase? Okay, lyase helps in breaking of bonds. So the right answer for this will be breaking of bonds. Intramolecular rearrangement, no. Formation of bonds, no. Transfer of groups, no. The right answer will be A, that is breaking of bond. Particularly the carbon-carbon, carbon-nitrogen type of bonds is broken by the enzyme lyase. Okay, this helps in breaking. Next, question number 49. Which of the following is shared characteristics of all chordates? This is a very basic questions for zoology students. Option A is scales, B jaws, C vertebrae, D is dorsal hollow nerve cord. Option number D is obviously correct. Question number 50. Chordate pharyngeal slits appear to have functioned first as. Okay, the pharyngeal slits must have a functions. Which sort of functions you think that they must be serving earlier? Option A is digestive system opening. I don't think so. Suspension feeding devices, no. Components of jaw, no. Last option is gill slits for respiration. Yes, option number D is the right answer. That is gill slits for respiration. Next question, question number 51. Which of these is not an example of stereospecificity? Okay, it is asking not an example. So by looking into the volume of the question, don't get confused that so much of it is written. Attempt these type of questions. These are the simplest, I guarantee you. So what is stereospecificity? As the name indicates, it is the ability of an enzyme to distinguish between the D and L forms. How an enzyme distinguishes between the D and L forms? Let's go through the options one by one. L-lactate dehydrogenase will act only on L-lactic acid and not D-lactic acid. So L-lactate dehydrogenase is specifically acting on L-lactic acid and not D-lactic acid. So this is an example of stereospecificity. Next, option B. D-glucose oxidase acting only on D-glucose. Again, this is also stereospecificity. Next, L-amino oxidase acts only on L-amino acids. It is saying that it only acts on L-amino acids. So this is also an example of stereospecificity. Next, option D. Hexokinase phosphorylating one or more kind of hexoses. So this is not specific because it is acting on one or more kind of hexoses. So obviously option D will be the right answer. That is, hexokinase is not an example of stereospecificity. Okay. Next question. Question number 52. The Frank-Starling law of the heart. Options are: A is explained by the length tension relationship of sarcomeres with the conclusion that cardiac fibers are shorter than optimal length. Yes, this is correct. Okay, let's look at other options also. States that an increase in cardiac output requires an increase in heart rate and stroke volume. So this case can be true, but it is not mentioned by Frank Starling. So let's consider the third case. States that an increase in venous return has a positive effect on stroke volume and cardiac output. increase in venous return has a positive effect on stroke volume and cardiac output. Yes, this is also correct. The right answer for this will be option D, that is both A and C are correct. So for those students who don't know what is Frank-Starling law, let me explain in brief. We know that the activity of heart, that is the pumping activity of the heart, is dependent upon two activities, that is contraction and relaxation. The heart is divided into four chambers, auricles and ventricles. So the activity is dependent upon systole. Systole means contraction, and second activity is diastole. Diastole means relaxation. So the activity of heart, the pumping activity of heart is dependent upon these two things. Frank-Starling law states that the strength by which the heart will contract is directly dependent upon the length of the muscle fiber. Okay, the length of the muscle fibers. And muscle fibers, the unit of muscle fibers is what? It is sarcomeres. So what Starling law is stating, it states that strength is directly proportional upon the length of sarcomere. Okay, the length of sarcomere. This is what he is stating. Okay, so we can understand this Frank-Starling law with taking an example of a rubber band. Just imagine the sarcomeres, the muscle fibers, as rubber band. So if you're having, imagine you have a rubber band and you want to see how far it can shoot when you stretch it and release it. Suppose first case, you have this rubber band like this and you're stretching it, you are under stretching it. Okay, you are not stretching it very much, you are under stretching it. Will it go far off? Will it go far off? No. Similarly, you have this rubber band, you are stretching it moderately. Okay, will it go far off? Of course it will jump up far off, isn't it? And if you are overstretching it, if you are overstretching, what will happen? This will break, obviously, isn't it? And similarly is the case of the muscle fibers in the heart also. If you are under stretching it, the strength of contraction will be low. If you are moderately stretching it, the strength of contraction will be optimum. And if you are overstretching it, what happens? There can be any pathological condition, there can be any problem in the heart. So I hope you understand this Franklin-Starling law with this small example. Next question. Question number 53. Who proposed the theory of the cause of KT extension? This is a direct question and the answer for this will be option C, that is Luis Alvarez. Question number 54. Huxley explained origin of man in his book. Again, this is a direct question and the right answer for this will be the man's place in the world, no. The man's place in the earth, no. The man's place in the nature, yes. Option C is the right answer. Next, question number 55. In northern hybridization, probe hybridization forms. Okay, in northern hybridization means we are talking about RNA strand. So for RNA, the probe can be, RNA can bind with a molecule of either DNA, DNA can form a hybrid, DNA can act as a probe, or the RNA molecule can also bind with another RNA molecule as a probe. So the binding can be either RNA to DNA or it can be RNA to RNA. Let's go through the options. Option A, that is DNA to DNA. No, this is not possible because we are talking about northern blotting. Option B, RNA to DNA hybrid. This can be a possibility. Option C, both A and B. No, A is already wrong. None of the above. No. Option B will be the right answer. Next question. Which one of the following neurotransmitters would you expect to find in the synapse during fast inhibitory synaptic transmission? It is talking about fast inhibitory and we know the inhibitory neurotransmitter is GABA. So option A will be the right answer. Next, question number 57. What is likely responsible for negative resting membrane potential? Negative resting membrane potential around in a 70 millivolt in a neuron. Okay, option A, axonal insulation by Schwann cells, no. Voltage gated sodium ion, sodium channel opening, okay, we can consider it. The action potential, no, never. The potassium leak currents, okay, option number D will be the right answer here. Next question. A couple can be assisted to have a child through GIFT. The full form of this technique is, it's easy. The full form of this technique is gamete intrafallopian transfer. Let's look at the option. It will be option number B, that is gamete intrafallopian transfer. Okay, next question number 59. Which of the following is not a marine fish? Not a marine fish. Okay, hilsa fish, that is marine. Pomfret is also marine. Mackerel, it is also marine. Carp is a freshwater fish. The answer for this will be option D, that is carp. Next, question number 60. Bandipur Sanctuary is located in, it is located in south of Karnataka, I remember. So it is a direct question. Option number B will be the right answer. Next, question number 61. Which of the following is not the characteristic feature of tussar silk? Again, a question from tussar silk itself. It is also known as kosa silk. This is right. Obtained from Bombyx mori. This is absolutely wrong. Bombyx mori, it produces what? It produces mulberry silk. So, it is asking not the characteristic feature. The right answer for this will be option B. Next, question number 62. Which of the following insect is called scavenger? Insect which is called scavenger. Let's look at the option. Musa domestica, that is the housefly. Okay, this is your housefly. Okay, housefly can be called as an insect scavenger because it feeds upon the dead and decaying. You know that flies sit on the dead and decaying parts, right? Okay, next, solenopsis. Solenopsis is actually your ant. This is not a scavenger. Periplaneta americana, that is cockroach. Cockroach is also, this can also act as a scavenger, but cockroach feeds on a variety of foods. So the right answer for this will be option number A, that is Musca domestica. Next, which of the following species of honeybee is not found in India? Options are option A, that is Apis mellifera. This will be the right answer. Apis mellifera basically belongs to Europe. Okay. Apis dorsata, indica, florea, all these are species of India itself. Dorsata is also known as giant honeybee, remember. So option A will be the right answer. Question number 69. Which vaccine is not included in Indradhanush mission? Indradhanush mission was launched, as the name suggests, Indradhanush. It was launched for giving 7 vaccines. So the vaccines which is not present is option C, that is meningococcal meningitis. Question number 70. WHO funds which program in India? Option A, RNTCP. RNTCP stands for Revised National Tuberculosis Control Program. So RNTCP, for tuberculosis prevention, WHO funds. So option A will be the right answer. National Leprosy Eradication Program? No, it is not funded by WHO. Janani Suraksha Yojana? No, this is also not funded by WHO. So option D will be obviously incorrect. So the right answer for this will be option A. So this was all about the discussion from question number 36 to question number 70. I hope my small efforts are putting wheels to your preparation. With that wish, I wish you all the best for your upcoming examinations. Thank you all.